What happens when an undercover boss steps into the life of a bullied single mom, determined to help her find justice? This is a story of courage, hope, and the power of kindness. A story that will leave you in tears by the end. In a small town called Riverview, life moved at its own pace. The streets were lined with old oak trees, their branches stretching out like arms protecting the town. It was the kind of place where everyone knew everyone, but not everyone cared enough to truly see what was happening behind closed doors. At the heart of this town was a woman named Lana Hayes. Lana was in her early 30s, with warm brown eyes that had seen too much pain and a smile that rarely reached her face. She was a single mom to her 6-year-old daughter, Mia. Lana worked as a cashier at a local grocery store called Green Valley Market. It wasn't glamorous work, but it paid the bills, or at least it tried to. Lana's life was a constant struggle. She worked long hours, often coming home exhausted, only to face the mountain of bills piling up on her kitchen table. But no matter how hard life got, Lana never gave up. She had one goal: to give Mia a better life. But Lana's world was far from perfect. At work, she was constantly bullied by her manager, a man named Derek Cole. Derek was in his 40s, with a sharp tongue and a mean streak. He had a way of making Lana feel small, like she was nothing. He would criticize her in front of customers, overload her with tasks, and even make snide remarks about her being a single mom. "You're lucky to even have this job," he would say, his voice dripping with disdain. Lana tried to ignore him, but the words cut deep. She needed this job. She couldn't afford to lose it. So she swallowed her pride and kept going, day after day. What Lana didn't know was that her life was about to change in a way she could never have imagined. One sunny Monday morning, a man walked into Green Valley Market. He was tall, with salt and pepper hair and a kind smile. He wore a simple plaid shirt and jeans, blending in with the other customers. But this man was no ordinary shopper. His name was Victor Lane, and he was the CEO of the company that owned Green Valley Market. Victor had decided to go undercover to see how his stores were really run. He wanted to know the truth, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Victor grabbed a shopping basket and started walking through the aisles. He noticed how clean the store was, how well stocked the shelves were. But he also noticed something else: the tension in the air. He saw employees whispering to each other, their faces tense. And then he saw her. Lana. She was at the cash register, her hands moving quickly as she scanned items. But there was something in her eyes, a sadness, a weariness, that Victor couldn't ignore. As Victor approached the register, he heard Derek's voice before he saw him. "Lana, hurry up. You're slower than a turtle today." Derek snapped, his voice loud enough for everyone to hear. Lana flinched but didn't say a word. She just kept working, her hands trembling slightly. Victor's heart ached for her. He had seen enough. He paid for his items and left the store. But he wasn't done. Over the next few days, Victor returned to Green Valley Market, each time observing more closely. He saw how Derek treated Lana, how he belittled her in front of others. He saw how hard Lana worked, how she never complained, even when it was clear she was exhausted. And he saw how the other employees avoided Derek, too afraid to stand up to him. Victor knew he had to do something. But he couldn't reveal his true identity. Not yet. He needed to get closer to Lana, to understand her story. So one day, he struck up a conversation with her. "Hi there," he said, his voice warm and friendly. "I've seen you here a few times. You're always so quick and efficient." Lana looked up, surprised. No one ever complimented her at work. "Oh, thank you," she said softly, her cheeks turning pink. "I'm Victor," he said, extending his hand. "Lana," she replied, shaking his hand. Her grip was firm, but her eyes were wary. Over the next few days, Victor made a point to talk to Lana whenever he came in. He learned about her daughter, Mia, and how much Lana loved her. He learned about her struggles, her fears, her dreams. And the more he learned, the more determined he became to help her. One evening, as Victor was leaving the store, he saw Lana sitting on a bench outside, her head in her hands. He hesitated for a moment, then walked over to her. Lana, are you okay? He asked gently. Lana looked up, her eyes filled with tears. I'm fine, she said quickly, wiping her face. But Victor could see that she wasn't fine. Not at all. You don't have to pretend with me, Victor said, sitting down beside her. I can see that something's wrong. Maybe I can help. Lana shook her head. No one can help me, she whispered. I'm just so tired. Tired of working so hard and still not being able to make ends meet. Tired of being treated like I'm nothing. I just want a better life for my daughter, but I don't know how to make that happen. Victor's heart broke for her. He knew what he had to do. The next day, he called a meeting with the regional manager of Green Valley Market. He revealed his true identity and explained everything he had seen. This is not how we treat our employees, Victor said firmly. Derek Cole needs to be held accountable for his actions. And Lana Hayes, she deserves better. She deserves a chance to thrive. The regional manager was shocked but agreed to take immediate action. Derek was fired, and Lana was offered a promotion to assistant manager. When Lana found out, she couldn't believe it. Me? Assistant manager, she asked, her voice trembling. Yes, you, Victor said, smiling. You've earned it, Lana. You're strong, hardworking, and kind. You're exactly the kind of person we need in a leadership role. Tears filled Lana's eyes as she realized that her life was about to change. For the first time in years, she felt hope, real, genuine hope. But Victor wasn't done yet. He knew Lana still had financial struggles, so he set up a scholarship fund for Mia's education. He also connected Lana with a financial advisor to help her manage her money better. And he made sure that Green Valley Market became a place where employees were treated with respect and kindness. As the months went by, Lana blossomed in her new role. She was a natural leader, always looking out for her team. And Mia? Mia was thriving too. She was happy, confident, and full of dreams for the future. One day, Lana asked Victor why he had helped her. You didn't have to do all this, she said. Why did you? Victor smiled. Because everyone deserves a chance to succeed, he said. And because I believe in you, Lana. You're stronger than you think. Never forget that. Lana's eyes filled with tears again, but this time, they were tears of gratitude. Thank you, she whispered. Thank you for seeing me. For believing in me. Victor nodded. You're welcome, Lana. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. And she did. Lana went on to become one of the most respected managers in the company. She never forgot where she came from, and she always made sure to lift others up, just as Victor had lifted her up. The story of Lana Hayes and Victor Lane is a reminder that kindness can change lives. It's a reminder that no matter how hard life gets, there is always hope. And it's a reminder that sometimes, the people who seem the strongest are the ones who need our help the most.